First order of business, the most likely person to become president of the United States. So I just want to share with every award, I'm going to give runner-ups. Runner-ups mean, or honorable mentions rather. Honorable mentions means you were voted for multiple times, but unfortunately did not quite get the most votes. So most likely to become the president. Some honorable mentions were Hannah, Jesus, Ashley Ross, Samaje, and Majida. But the winner for most likely to become president of the United States, get your digital clap ready for Madam President Chelsea B. Let's hear it for Chelsea. All right, Chelsea, do you want to come off mute and give your inaugural address?
Sure. I want to say that was surprising. Thank you guys for thinking that I'd be very successful and that I have the power to run the world. I really appreciate it that you guys noticed me that much. And thanks, guys.
Thank you, Madam President Chelsea. We appreciate you, and I personally think you'd make a great president and great leader of the free world. So you got my vote. All right, most likely to become the president. We got our first award behind us. Let's go to the funniest person in class. The funniest person in class. Some honorable mentions: Andre, Amna, and Manny all got honorable mentions. Lots of votes for them. But there can only be one funniest person in class, and that award goes to Uzman. Let's hear for Uzman, the funniest person in class. All right, Uzman, your speech better have a joke in it now because all the pressure is on.
So I amuse you guys, huh? That's what y'all saying. I'm a joke. So you guys are saying I'm a joke? Wow. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for being this year's joke.
You're welcome. All right, let's keep moving along. All right, the Project Management Pro. Who has the best project management skills in town? Why not? In Section A. Some honorable mentions: Jesus, Mahmoud, Samaje, Ashley Ross, and Hannah. But there can only be one Project Management Pro, and that goes to the amazing Amna. Let's hear for Amna. Awesome job, Project Management Pro.
Thank you.
So Amna, do you have any words to impart on us?
Actually, I didn't expect to get this one out of all of them, so this was highly unexpected, but thank you really much.
You're welcome. Absolutely. Just pretend this is a scrum meeting and we're your team. All right.
Thanks, team. Now going forward, I need you to keep that same energy and work harder. Let's go.
Awesome. See, great Project Management Pro right there, motivating her team. Awesome. All right. Who is our class leader? Who is the person in Section A that emerged as the leader of the class? Some honorable mentions were David, Jesus, Chelsea, Hannah, and Ricardo, but there can only be one leader, and the leader of Section A, Class 29, goes to Ashley Ross. Ashley, congratulations. You want to say anything to us as your followers?
Hi. What word was this? I'm so surprised.
You're the class leader.
Class leader? Are you sure you have the right Ashley?
Ashley Ross.
Wow, thanks guys. I wasn't expecting that. I really appreciate it. Wow, I'm kind of speechless right now. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Ashley. We appreciate you. Excellent. Let's go ahead and move to the next award. Who is the Excel expert in our class? And we have a lot of Excel wizards. Some of our honorable mentions were Ashley Ross, Mohammed, Andre, and Amadul, but there can only be one, and that award goes to Majida. Congratulations, Majida. Do you have any words you want to share with the group? Is Majida here? Is she like working on an Excel spreadsheet right now?
She told me got so excited. Internet problems, so she might be in and out of the Zoom call.
Okay, no problem.
So sorry about that.
No, it's okay. When she comes back, we'll let her know about her award. She is just, she's probably working on VLOOKUP right now. She's probably doing an awesome pivot table while we sit here and do this silly award show. All right, next award, most helpful. Who is the most helpful person in class? Some honorable mentions, David, Amna, Majida, and Manny, but I can only go to one, and that one person, once again, is Ashley Ross. Congratulations, Ashley. You won the class leader plus the most helpful. Do you have any words for this one? Are you still speechless?
I'm still speechless, but thank you all. It really means a lot to me that you guys think about me for these awesome awards, and I can only continue to be a leader and most helpful as we go into internship phase. I'm always here for all of you guys. I'm an email away, and just thank you all. I'm so happy. Thank you.
Well, we are so happy to award this to you. Awesome. So this award, we actually had a tie, the only tie in the whole entire voting, and this was the most likely to become a billionaire. All right, so this is the person you want to make sure that you connect with because you want to be their friend when they're rolling in the money in a few years. So first of all, some honorable mentions: Hannah, Mahmoud, Jesus, David, and Ashley Ross. So you may be most likely to become billionaires as well. But the two who won was actually a tie between Luis and Rahul. So why don't we start off with Luis? Congratulations, most likely to become a billionaire. What do you think, sir?
Couldn't do it without you guys.
So remember that when you have all the money in the bank. Remember your friends in Section A. Rahul, do you have any words of wisdom for us as a future billionaire?
Hey guys, thank you so much for thinking of me to land in such huge success. I hope I can live up to these promises, and if I do, everybody's going with me. No one gets left behind. Thank you.
I love it. Wow, very moving for sure. I can picture us all right now at Rahul and Luis's place, out in Hawaii at their estate, just having a good old time on the beach, right? Hanging out. So we're looking forward to that down the road. All right. Next award goes to the most underrated student. So this is a student who was not the most talkative person in class, but if you ever worked with this person in a breakout room, you realize very quickly, wow, this person is smart. They know their stuff. And even though they might not be the most vocal, they are really knowledgeable on the subject matter. So some honorable mentions were Christian, Muhammad, Jesus, Ashley Bafong, Jalissa, Amadul, and Ashley Gavin. But the most underrated student, not the most vocal, but extremely smart, goes to Mahmoud. Congratulations, Mahmoud. Any words of wisdom for us?
All right. Thanks, everyone. All I can say is I couldn't have done it without all you guys.
Excellent. Love it. Love it. Thank you, Mahmoud. Yep. Actions speak louder than words. That's what we should have called this award. So next we have the Growth Award. This is a person who has really transformed the last 6 months during the L&D phase. Some honorable mentions were Jesus, Amna, Samaje, Pablo, Ricardo, and Ashley Gavin. But the award for the most growth in the last 6 months goes to Muhammad. Congratulations, Muhammad. Do you have any words of wisdom for us for the most growth in the last 6 months?
Wow. Thank you, guys. I guess I've been growing from last 3 months without realizing it. When you guys believe in me, thank you.
Excellent. Absolutely. As you can tell, we're all getting very emotional. The speeches are getting shorter. That's okay. We'll keep it going. Proud of you guys. All right. Next is the most unique award. Who's that person in class who they are their own person? They dance to the beat of their own drum. They do their own thing. Who is that? So we have some honorable mentions: Amna, Ashley Gavin, Andre, David, Ashley Ross, and Hannah. But the most unique person in class actually goes to Manny. Let's hear it from Manny, the most unique person in class. Manny, let's go ahead and hear your speech. You said you had one. We're all on pins and needles waiting to hear it.
Number one, I was joking, and second, David. The serious, I didn't even expect that, to be honest, but thank you.
Hey, you're welcome, and great acting. Yeah, I thought genuinely you were crying. I thought, wow, this is getting serious. All right, best Zoom presence. This is a person who's always on camera, who looks good, who looks sharp, who looks ready to go, professional. Some honorable mentions is Manny, Mahmood, Jalissa, Ricardo, Ashley Ross, and Samaje. But the winner is the man in the red tie, David Torres. Let's hear it for David. Do you have any words of wisdom for us?
I kind of expected that one. But yeah, I'll definitely, continue to be on camera with my red tie. So.
Well, and you look very good. So we hope that you do. Thank you, David.
Thank you, guys.
Excellent. All right, next award. This one's a lot of fun. Who is the most likable person in class? I.e., I would love to hang out with this person in real life because they're so much fun to be around. So some honorable mentions is Karina, Amna, David, Jesus, Moses, Jalissa, and Eric. But the winner of the most likable person in class goes to Andre. Congratulations, Andre. Let's go ahead and hear some an acceptance speech.
Oh my God. I did not expect this whatsoever. But thank you all. I'd like to hang out with you guys pretty soon, especially before we move on into the next step of internship. I'll be thinking about you guys. And if you guys think about me, just remember.
Excellent. Wow. Love it. Thank you, Andre. The most likable award goes to you. Next award is the motivational award. Who is a person in our class who kept everybody motivated during those hard times of, Kachun's class or doing Excel or project management? Who was the person that really kept us fired up and motivated to remember our why? Some honorable mentions: Ashley Ross, Rahul, Samaje, Ashley Bafong, Ashley Gavin, and Ricardo. But the motivational award goes to none other than David Torres. Let's hear it for David. Do you have any motivational words for us, Mr. Torres?
I do. I just want to say thank you so much, guys. And yeah, I'll continue to motivate you guys, from here on out, Europe and internship and beyond. And yeah, I'm always here for my colleagues. Well, not colleagues, but my friends. So.
Oh, how sweet. That is so nice. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, David. All right, the next one is the Influencer Award. Who is the most likely to become an Instagram influencer? You will see this person with millions of followers all over the world, taking some beautiful photos. We have some honorable mentions: Jalissa, Manny, Samaje, and Amna. But the winner of the Influencer Award goes to Karina. Congratulations, Karina. Do you have any words of wisdom for your life as an Instagram influencer?
Thank you. I didn't expect to win anything, so thanks.
Awesome, awesome. I love it. Thank you so much, Karina. And let's go next to this is an important award, the best all-around student. So who is a person who just, not only were they academic, they were also professional, they were also willing to help out. They're just all around the best, student. They're able to accomplish everything that they set out to accomplish. Some honorable mentions were Andre, David, Jesus, Samaje, Karina, and Amadul. But the winner goes to none other than Christian. Congratulations, Christian. Awesome job. Any words of wisdom from you, Christian?
Wow, to be honest, I wasn't expecting that. I'm speechless, but thank you, guys.
Absolutely, we're happy to have you. You got most of the votes for that one, so you should be proud of yourself, your best all-around student. All right, next is the most artistic award. Who's the most artistic person in class? Oh, someone got kicked out. Got to let him back in. All right, most artistic person in class. We have some honorable mentions. We have Samaje, Rahul, Chelsea, Jesus, and Amna, but the winner goes to Jalissa. Congratulations, Jalissa. Do you have anything to share with us?
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
I don't know what else to say.
Well, we are so happy to have you as the most artistic person in class. And last but not least, the Superhero Award. Who is that person in our class who just always saves the day? They come in when most needed, and you just don't know how they do it. How do they manage to always be the person to save the day? Some honorable mentions is Ashley Ross, Samaje, David, Jesus, Christian, and Majida. But the winner of the Superhero Award for Section A goes to Hannah Holmes. Congratulations to Hannah.
Superhero Hannah.
All right, Hannah, what's your acceptance speech? It has to be a good one. You're the last person to go.
Wow, guys, superhero today. I've been trying to be Wonder Woman all my life, so I appreciate y'all. I can't be here without y'all. Thank y'all for accepting my mistakes and my, my ups and my downs. Peace out.
I love it. I love it. Spoken like a true superhero. Excellent. So that goes ahead and concludes our time with the awards. So I hope that was fun for you. Congratulations to all of you who won. Congratulations to all the honorable mentions as well. We really appreciate that. Are there any closing words before we move on to our Plus Delta that you want to share with your class? It's the last time you'll be here with me in Section A. Any closing words? You can raise your hand and I'm happy to call on you. If you want to share anything. Anything at all? Oh, you're so nice, Ashley Ross. Rahul, yes, sir. I see your hand.
Sorry, I was struggling to unmute myself. But yeah, thank you, Eric, on behalf of all of us. You've been a great instructor, very understanding, very personable, and very, enthusiastic the whole time. It's hard to get up at 9 a.m. and I could imagine as an instructor, it's not easy, especially over Zoom. So thank you for all that. Thank you everybody for being so helpful. I haven't been the most useful when it comes to Excel, but Ashley's, Majida, Amina, and all their help has really helped me learn and advance in the subject. So thank you so much, everybody. It's been a ride, and we continue.
Awesome, Rahul. Very inspiring. Thank you for those kind words. David, I see your hand.
Yeah, so thank you, Eric, for everything. And I know this was actually your first year in Europe, actually teaching, and as being an instructor for your first year in Europe, and helping us get through this, the 6 months. I know it's been a roller coaster, especially considering we had to be virtual. We didn't get to have that social, we didn't get to have the social interactions, but you stood with us. You stood with us, after class hours. You showed us how to advance in Excel, and even just talk to us as not even as participants, but as people, as friends as well. And I also want to thank everybody else for just sticking with each other, because it's not easy at all, and that's something I could definitely tell future participants. But we all stuck together. We did what we had to do, and now we're about to go off into internship, and I hope we can all continue this interaction from internship and beyond. So thank you, Eric, and thank you, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you, David, for those inspiring words. We really appreciate that. I believe the next hand was Usman.
Yes. Well, I just want to say, I had more fun than I thought I would throughout this L&D phase, and that's a big, that's a big part. A big part of that's because of you. Like Ashley Ross said, it's not a regular day, if you don't start with, Eric in the morning. Yeah, so I feel like that really, you help set us up for the rest of the day. We start off well. We're in a good mood. It don't even feel like we're in class really. Feels like it's just a social gathering where we're learning stuff. Yeah. And I just want to thank everybody else that's in here. Like, you guys are truly awesome. And yeah, this was more fun than I anticipated having.
Awesome, Usman. Well, thank you so much for those kind words. We appreciate that. I believe Andre was next.
So when you mentioned that today would be like the last class, and I know all of us are a little bit sad about that, but I really think each and every one of you in here during this time wasn't like the best for all of us, especially since it was quarantine. But I really thank all of you for like building a community. Each one of us got closer as friends and comrades and colleagues. And I don't really think of it as the end. I think of it more as the end of the beginning. We're all going to be close friends even after this section. So thank you for being who you guys are.
Excellent. Awesome. Love it, Andre. Appreciate that. Jalissa?
Yeah, big check to what Andre just said, but I feel like, and I don't know if anyone else agrees, but out of all the classes that we have all day, this is probably the one that has the most community in it. And I definitely feel like we have become some sort of family in just these past 5, almost 6 months. So thank you, Eric. You have been a great instructor. And I learned a lot more than I thought I would, especially virtually. But you have made it just such a great experience. And thank you all of you guys as well, because all of you guys are awesome. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Jalissa. That was really kind. Manny?
Oh, first of all, thank you everybody for like this great 6 months that we had, and just to follow up for what Andrew was saying. From when we first started, we were like just complete strangers. Like we were not even comfortable, not even talking to the chat. But as time was progressing, we only gain like a camaraderie, but we also gain like a friendship. And there's some of us that we meet offline, we be talking, having a great conversation. And I feel like right now, not only like through this class, but also like through the whole entire experience, we aside from meeting like offline, we still decide to hang out outside, like, you know, obviously respecting the protocol. But other than that, I want to thank everybody for this great, amazing time.
Awesome. Thanks, Manny. Samaje?
Hi, Eric. Can you hear me?
Yep.
So I'm gonna be completely honest. At first, I wasn't excited to meet everyone. You know, I was like, Eric said Excel, it's going to be hard. I said, I'm gonna hate Eric. I'm not gonna like anyone in this classroom. And then a month later, I started liking everyone, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm becoming soft. This is not cool. I don't like school like that. And then I became a soft spot. I started liking Eric. I loved all his positive attitude, his energy. You know, I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss all of you. Um, Eric, you should stay in touch with us, and everyone else, you should stay in touch with me because I'm Samaje, of course. But like, I'm honored to just be here with everyone. It's just like, ugh. Okay, I'm enough with the mushy stuff. Good night. I mean, yeah, later.
Awesome, Samaje. Well, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Any other hands want to show up to share a few words? Yes, Jesus.
Yeah, I just want to say, Eric, I really appreciated your positivity. You were really understandable, and I really appreciated working with everyone here in this section. You guys pushed me. You guys made me get out of my comfort zone, and you know, I really appreciate that, and I hope we could all stay in touch.
Yes, absolutely agree. That seems to be the theme, staying in touch. And you guys have each other's LinkedIn, you guys have each other's emails, hopefully have each other's numbers as well. And some of you will be interning at the same locations as well, which is pretty cool. So yes, this is definitely not the end. Don't feel like it's the end. We still have, this is just the beginning of the end, as Andre said earlier. Yes, Pablo.
Thank you, Eric. I just wanted to say that, you know, we really appreciate you. You know, David had mentioned this was only your first year as a teacher, as an instructor.
Mhm.
And you've done a better job than teachers that I've known through the years that have worked. Oh, the vibes is just different. You have a way of teaching that I feel like no one else has, and that always kept me motivated to keep coming to your class or to keep doing good in any other class, because there's other instructors that can teach like you and have the potential to be like you. So thank you.
Thank you, Pablo. That's so kind. All right, I'll give it 10 more seconds. Someone wants to raise their hand. This is your moment. All right, cool. Well, thank you all for those kind words and for all the shout outs. I want to just go ahead and do 2 more things and then we'll wrap up today's class. I do want to do a plus delta of the entire L&D phase. So from the beginning to the end, what are some things that you thought were really helpful that I should keep for class 30? And what are some things that you think should be changed to help class 30 be even better? So I'm going to go ahead and pull up my screen. And you know what? Jesus, if you don't mind, do you mind helping me out with this part since I can't see everyone's hand raised with the screen share? Do you mind just calling on people as they raise their hand?
Sure, Eric, yes.
Thank you so much, Jesus. So Jesus, whenever you're ready, you can begin calling on people in order. And also to remind you, make sure you put your hand down after you've shared your piece. All right, Jesus, you can call on whoever had their hand up first.
I believe that was Samaje.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I would say for the plus, I would say the YouTube videos. I think that would help the class 30 just in case they're stuck or if they had like internet issues like I have and had to go reflect back onto the YouTube videos. And I would say everything that you taught us in class with like the multiple help, with the finals, study guides in class, I think everything that you did will be very helpful for class 30.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks, Samaje.
All right, we have Uzman next.
All right, since I know there's gonna be like 3 pages of plus, I'm gonna just get this one delta out the way. And it's how like preparation to Excel is like how you freak this out a little bit, because I thought it was gonna be like I'm still waiting for like some other monster to show his head. So you really had me going there for a bit. I'm like, oh man, what is it, Excel? But it kept me on my toes. I was watching videos. I'm like, okay, what makes Excel so hard?
Sure. Yeah, very helpful feedback. Thank you, Usman.
All right, we have David Torres next.
Thanks, Jesus. So for my plus, I want to say being an Excel maven, which was really good opportunity to actually help out our colleagues in whatever thing Excel they were struggling with, and just simply going through a lot of steps to help them solve those problems. So it's a really good opportunity.
Awesome.
All right, we have Tiana next.
I have a Delta. So I would say spend more time on Excel as well. Be more like have more information about the charts, different charts.
Sure. Thank you.
All right, we have Manny next.
Thank you, Jesus. I have a plus, and that will be the assistant instructor. I think that also help a lot of participants, a lot of students to get out of the comfort zone and speak up a little bit more, and that really helped them a lot, especially when it came to giving project presentation, things like that. So class 30 is gonna enjoy that.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, and so far I think that was all the hands.
Awesome. So I'll give it a couple more seconds if somebody else wants to raise their hand and share out. Once again, if you're done, you can put your hand down.
All right, we have Amadou.
Thank you, Jesus. So Eric, I like that you gave us the chance to have our leadership moment, and it was great to learn from my colleagues. You know, what we can learn from each other, and yeah, it was very nice of you.
Awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed that.
We have Usman.
So I have a plus, and one of my favorite things throughout the mod with your class is the pace on how things was going. So that's like a really good plus. I felt like it wasn't a time where we were really overwhelmed with your work specifically. Yeah.
Great. Helpful to know. Thank you.
Okay, we have Manny.
All right, thank you, Jesus. And another plus is the fact that you gave us 2 options for Mod 1 and Mod 2 for the final. You have the group project and you have the solo project. And I really liked it because a lot of people do not like working in groups. So they rather do a solo work. And that will be it, I think.
Good. I'm glad that was helpful. Thanks.
Up next, we have Ashley Ross.
Thank you, Jesus. I have a plus for your class, Eric, and my plus is that there was just enough deliverables, so it didn't feel overwhelming with the other classes that we had. And I also liked how you changed the date after Monday, because at first you had to do Thursday, and that caused some confusion for me at least. So I like how you put it for Monday, and then you changed it to Thursday, so it still showed up on our Schoology homepage.
Yeah, that was some direct feedback I received, so I'm glad to know that was helpful. Thank you.
Okay, and that's what we have so far. Okay, now we have Ricardo Mejia.
Hey Eric, of course, nothing but positive to come. For you, I feel like we have a lot of great things. One of the things was your flexibility with all of us. You definitely wanted all of us to learn. One of the great things was, I believe, the discussion boards, because that actually encourages us to watch all the videos, actually know what we're talking about, and the commenting on someone's part. You can't just go randomly commenting on someone's discussion. So you actually need to know what they're talking about in order to make a good comment. And I feel like that's very helpful because we all learn something from that.
Awesome. Thanks, Ricardo.
Yeah, so far we have no more hands.
Okay. I think is Ashley and Samaja, you guys both from earlier, I'm guessing?
We have Ashley.
It's a new hand.
This is a new hand? Okay.
Yes. I have another plus, and my plus is that I like how you outlined exactly how you wanted us to answer the deliverable. So you had like in one sentence say X and then say Y and then Z. So it really gave me an outline on what you were expecting, which is something that is beneficial to me.
Great. Well, that was helpful. All right, Jesus.
We have Amadou again.
Yes, Amadou.
Eric, I have one delta. I think we should have had like one project around Excel, this mod. So like this way we could like prepare for the final exam, have it memorized.
Yeah, very good idea. I'll definitely implement that in the future.
We have David Torres.
This one was actually from, well, a few minutes ago, the award ceremony. It actually made people feel really good about being in Europe. and to actually have those type of awards, it gives people something people to look back to.
Glad that was fun and helpful.
We have Ashley Ross.
Yes, I have another plus. And this plus is that Eric, I really liked how you were still available for office hours, even if no one made an appointment with you over calendar with Outlook, because some instructors, don't get on their link after class if we don't make appointments. So that was beneficial for me because sometimes I might have a question without even realizing it when I'm completing my deliverable. So thank you for being there.
Absolutely.
We have Mohammed B.
Yeah, I want to add to what Ashley Ross said. Really similar, you have to take your time to go over the final exam. I think that was great.
Thanks, Mohammed.
We have Ashley Gavin.
Hi, I just thought about this one, which was very helpful. I appreciate how, like, when we start off class, how you kind of do like a small recap so that we remember what we did the day before, because it's very helpful, especially at like 9 o'clock in the morning when my brain is kind of just starting. So thank you for that, Eric.
Absolutely. Thanks, Ashley.
We have Amadou.
Eric 1+. So I really enjoy like you're the only instructor that understood us when it came to burnout, like workload, and you also gave us occasional breaks during classes, so like in order to combat Zoom fatigue. So say that's.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Amadul. I mean, I'm on Zoom like 6-7 hours a day, so I totally get it. It can be exhausting.
We have Ashley Ross.
Yes, this is like the 5th time. Thanks. So I have another plus, and the plus is going to be, I like how you sent those little emails here and there. It felt like motivational and professional at the same time. I like how you always close with like, take care of yourself, and if you can, someone else. And that made me smile. So thank you for those little emails. I appreciate it.
Glad that was helpful. That was always fun for me to write.
All right. So far we have Usman.
Nah, yeah, I just wanted to piggyback off of that, like what Ashley just said. Yeah, those messages are really helpful, especially sometimes when you don't know what the week is looking like, or it just helps you catch up and it helps you understand that you're not alone. So yeah, sometimes I look at them like, oh, so if he's talking like this, maybe I'm not the only one in this boat.
Love it. I love it. Thanks, Usman.
We have no hands right now.
Give it another few seconds, and then if that's it, we'll wrap up this portion of class.
We have Ashley Ross.
I have a delta.
Mm-hmm.
And my delta is that sometimes when I'm logging into class, the room won't open up until 8:59. And then sometimes I get really nervous that my Zoom is acting up or my internet is kind of finicky. So I would appreciate if the room was open a little bit before like 8:55, kind of. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, thank you.
We have Samadri.
Okay, last one. I will say I appreciate the zoom in that you do on the Zoom presentation, because I am blind sometimes and that helped a lot.
Good. I'm glad that was helpful.
We have David Torres.
All right, this is my last plus, but I really appreciate for this. I don't know if anybody said this, but I really appreciate for this class how you give everyone the hands-on experience such as, sharing your screen and actually having others work on the Excel sheets as well, because that's something that, most classes don't really do. So yeah, I really appreciate that.
Great, I'm glad that was helpful. Thanks, dude.
All right, so far we have no new hands. Okay, we have Ashley Ross again.
Yes, I don't know if someone mentioned this. A plus I have is those breaks in between class. I kind of think someone said it, but I'm not sure. I can't see the screen. Oops, man, that's not funny. Somebody take away his award for funniest person, please.
All right, so the breaks in between class were helpful. Let me zoom in a little bit so it's easier to see the screen if anybody else is struggling. But no, you were the first person to say that. And I liked it too, because sometimes, I need a 5-minute break to step away as well.
Okay, we have Mohammed B.
Yeah, I really like the breakout room where we have to practice and then come back, share our screen.
Great, glad that was helpful. All right, Jesus, is it all the hands we have?
Yes, Eric.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for your feedback. Thank you, Jesus. I put you on the spot, but you did a great job helping me co-facilitate. Really appreciate that. Appreciate
No
you.
problem.
And last thing I just want to talk about once again is I am going to, once this class is done, I'm going to post the final on Schoology. Just a reminder, you can take the final whenever you want. If you do want to take it on Thursday at 9 a.m., that's when my class will be open for the final slot. You don't have to do that, but if you felt more comfortable to just come to class that morning and just take it here, with everybody, with myself and everybody else here, you're welcome to do that. And if you have a question, you just message me privately. You and I go in a breakout room, we discuss what your question is. And if that's something that you want, great. And if not, you say, no, I'd rather just do it alone. You can totally do that. Then you do not have to come to my my slot on Thursday morning at 9. All right. So I just want to put that out there for you all. Just a quick reminder: the final exam is open book. It is open Excel. You can look at old lectures. You can look at notes you wrote down in class, but you cannot take the exam with other people. All right. This is not a group project. This is you by yourself. How well you know Excel. It's 20 questions, 10 true or false, 10 multiple choice. It is not timed. And I would encourage you to take it sooner than later if you can. So any questions on Excel? So like I said, I'm going to open after class. You have until Thursday at 11 a.m. to finish it. And according to your policy, there is no makeup exams. So if you wait till 10:48 on Thursday morning and it gets clocked out, then that's just, just don't do that. Just do it sooner than later. And if you have technical problems, email me, let me know, but you will have to do a in-person exam if you have technical problems, because I can't just reopen the exam for you, because that's not fair to your colleagues then. If you had a chance to look at everything and then said on question 19, oh, my thing crashed, can I do it again? That's obviously not fair. So please let me know if you have technical difficulties, but we shouldn't have any issues as long as you have a strong connection. And like I said, I think on Thursday when we met last, the exam should not take you longer than like 30 to 45 minutes. It's challenging. It's just designed to make sure that you got a grasp on the concepts we discussed. Yeah, Ashley Ross.
Will we still see you on Wednesdays when we come for internship seminar?
Yes, we'll still be together on Wednesdays for internship seminar.
Okay, good. That makes me feel better.
And I'm always an email away if you want to, connect, over a virtual coffee or whatever the case may be. I mean, I personally am really just hoping and praying that, everyone can get vaccinated and we can all meet up in person like this summer. Like that'd be awesome. I mean, I don't know if that would happen or not, but that'd be really cool if it could. But yeah, in the meantime, obviously, you know, email me. I'm happy to connect with anybody who wants to talk further. Just if you need some coaching, if you need just someone to vent to, if you're kind of wrestling with what something you want to do, just let me know. Yeah, David says let's all go to 161. Yeah, meet me at the bodega on 161 and Walton Avenue. I'll be sitting in the back eating a chopped cheese, and we can have a chat. All right, so good question. Any other questions on the final? So like I said, I'm going to open it up after class. Then you can go ahead and take it whenever you want. Thursday, 9 to 11. That is my final slot. If you want to take it with me here, I'm more than happy to, but you don't have to. So, all right. So I'm going to give you guys one last word of encouragement, and I'm going to send you off. So I always think it's interesting to express ideas through stories. I love to read. It's one of my favorite things to do. I always encourage people, as you know, one of the best things you can do with your time is read. Every person that I know who I look up to is a strong reader. And one of my favorite stories that I think is a good, reminder to us all is a story about a really spiritual monk who lived thousands of years ago. And he was this very spiritual monk who lived in a small village. And the rumor in his village was that every Thursday he would disappear from the village because he would ascend to heaven. All right. It was like, wow, this guy is so spiritual that every Thursday he leaves the village. Nobody knows where he goes. Nobody knows where he is. And he supposedly, rumor has it, he ascends to heaven. So there's these like little kids, 7, 8 years old in the village, and they want to find out where this monk really goes, right? Like, there's no way this guy ascends to heaven. I mean, come on, that's not real. So they see the monk leave his house, in the village early one morning, and they very carefully follow the monk to where he's going. They make sure they're really quiet. They don't want to disturb him. They don't want him to realize that they're following him. And this monk walks and he walks and he walks and he walks. And finally, after miles of walking, through the village, different towns, different parts of their community, the monk actually goes to a leper colony. And in the leper colony, this is a place where people are banned from society because of their disease. Because it's highly contagious, and obviously there's no cure for it. And this monk goes to this leper colony, and he brings the lepers in that colony food. He brings them things to eat and drink. He talks with them. He prays with them. He encourages them. They sing songs. They tell stories. And these young children are watching from afar, and they cannot believe that this monk would go and spend the whole entire day at a leper colony with people who are just ostracized and forgotten by society. So the children, they go back to the village, and all their friends who weren't brave enough to follow the monk to wherever he went on Thursday asked the children who went, where does the monk go on Thursdays? Does he actually ascend to heaven? And the one young boy says to his group of friends, no, he doesn't ascend to heaven. He actually ascends a little higher. And I love that story because it's like a reminder to all of us that we are given the blessings that we're given, the opportunities that we're given, the privilege that we're given to help other people, not to hoard it for ourselves. So do you ascend to heaven? No. But where do you ascend? You ascend to help other people who are in need. So I encourage all of you to take everything that you've learned and think, who else can I help? Who else can I be a blessing to? Who are the people in my life that I can go and ascend to heaven with and be a blessing to? So that's my story. So I'm going to send it off with you. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Enjoyed being with you all, and we'll stay in touch. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Thank you, Eric.
Eric.
Bye. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Eriquísimo.
You are.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Hi, Eric. What's the name of the book again?
That book from that story, I'll have to look that up, but I'll include it in an email. I'm not
Awesome.
totally sure. Yeah, it's an awesome story.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Eric, I have a question.
Yep.
Is there what's the schedule like for tomorrow? I don't know if you mentioned it or anything, but I just want to make sure that I know.
Yeah. So it's probably on Schoology under Vanessa's class. She typically uploads the final exam schedule. So if you go, let's see if I have it here. Yeah, from what let me see if it's on there. It should be under Vanessa's class. Did anybody get that? Oh, there it is. The final exam schedule. Pull it up. Here you go. So this is under your business communications class with Vanessa or Kara. So that's the final exam schedule.
Awesome. I
Yep.
got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Manny, Ricardo, Ashley, do you guys have a question?
I did, but my question belongs to the internship services team. So never mind.
All right, no problem.
All right.
See you
Eric.
later. All right,
Yeah,
Ricardo,
thank
you have a question, Ricky?
No, I just staying behind to see if any questions pertain to me. Yeah.
All right. No problem. I think Ashley stepped away, so I'm just going to put her in the waiting room, and then Majida and I are going to have a chat. Thanks, Ricky.
All right. Thank you. Bye, guys.